Habari zenu, saseni, let's explore Tanzania's telecom industry, focusing our lens on Halotel. Pamoja katika maisha, let's go. Katika kila kona ya Tanzania, from the bustling streets of Dar es Salaam to the quiet hills of Mbeya, stands one network, Halotel. Mtandao unaoleta fursa, inaunganisha watu wanaopendana na maendeleo. Let's look at the quarter 5 forces by Michael Porter. Number 1, competitive rivalry. Halotel is up against big companies like Vodacom, Airtel, and Tigo. Lakini je, ni kitu gani kinachotofautisha Halotel na hii mitandao mingine? It's the prices offering by Halotel. Halotel offers low prices which are directed to price sensitive people kama akina mama, wajasiriamali, madereva. Threat of new entrants. Entering a telecom industry in Tanzania, it's very expensive. Setting up of towers, setting up of the fiber networks, it requires a lot of investment.
Who really holds the remote? Companies that provide network gear, such as Huawei or Ericsson, provide these gears at a relatively price that both Halotel and them can afford to do business with. However, if they like, they may hike the prices and Halotel will feel it. But one thing we need to understand also is that they both need each other in this business, so it is more of a power balance. Then we go look at the power of buyers. Customers are king. Imagine you're a customer. What would you do? Did you know that in Tanzania, that 95% of citizens use prepaid plans? And the other competitors also. So as a customer, what would you do if Halotel is too expensive? The switching costs are so simple. You can switch to any other network. There's also price wars. Imagine in Tanzania, they pay for 500 MBs, 1,000 Tanzanian shillings. That's cheap, right? Then, lastly, we talk about the threats of substitutes. Substitutes are basically competitors who are in the market. These include Tigo, Vodacom, Airtel. And to make things worse, threats of substitutes is a big problem for Halotel because switching costs are cheaper, especially to Tigo.
Hi guys, I'll be talking about four corners analysis. So what does it mean? Like, four corners analysis refers to the strategic tool that is used by a company, which is Halotel or any other company, to analyze or to predict the future actions of a competitor company by using four factors. And the four corners analysis is composed of four factors. There is drivers or motivations, there is strategy, probabilities, and assumptions. So let me start by the first one. So when it comes to drivers or motivations, that's what pushes Halotel to do what it does. So as you know, Halotel, it's a company which deals with telecommunication. So, and the government of Tanzania plays a big role in terms of helping telecom or other competitors of that company by pushing it to face the rural areas, which are those people who live in the villages. So what pushes Halotel what it does, it's because of they focus more on the people who live in the village, which pushes them to gain competitive edge over their competitors, which are Vodacom, Airtel, and others within the country. So when it comes to the second factor for the four corners analysis, there is what we call assumptions, or what the Halotel company believes in, like their mindset in general. So for Halotel, they believe that focusing or covering the rural areas pushes them to be trusted. And as you know, many companies like these telecommunication companies, most of them, they are only based like by maybe or targeting or focusing in those people or urban people or like people from town. So for Halotel, they have used like a strategy of focusing more or covering the rural areas, which are those people from the village, which pushes them in general to be trusted. And you know, those small people or those people from those small families, when they see someone who cares for them, they tend to give trust or like interest like those people. So also the good thing about Halotel, they have support from the Vietnam's government, as well as which pushes the Tanzanian government to support them indirectly or directly. Also by trying to offer cheaper services by reducing the fees when it comes to bundles and all those stuff or services they offer. So the third point or factor of four corners analysis refers to the strategy or what it does or their plans. So for Halotel, what they are doing currently, like in Tanzania specifically, they are building more towers in those rural areas where there is weak networks. Also, they are partnering. They have partnership with schools by helping them or supporting them in building those e-learning platforms. Also, they have products or services which is called Halotel, which helps students or parents in paying school fees for their students. Also, for paying other expenses, and mostly by keeping in mind, by being more keen on those people who are from those small places. So the last point or the last factor about four corners analysis, it is called capabilities or like their strength, what they are good at, where their strength lies. So there is what you call like strong financial and technical backing. So as you know, Halotel has its parent company, which is called Viettel in Vietnam. It has got international expertise and funds, so it means it can support it in all those ways. There's also what you call the second point, which is about local staff. As you know, Halotel employs most of its employees are from Tanzania, which means they are Tanzanians rather than being most of them like outside Tanzania, which can help Halotel to know which market target easily. And the last one is about working remotely, like working in those remote places such as Kirewe or Kimara Islands, which shows that they are strong in targeting those people from far.
So, to understand how the Halotel company operates and expands in the Tanzanian environment, we need to understand the Pestel framework. So, the Pestel framework helps us to analyze and have the bigger picture of the political, environmental, technological, economical, and legal factors that affect the company as a whole. So, starting with the political environment. So Halotel, as a telecommunication company, has built a strong partnership with the Tanzanian government by coming up with programs that help connect the rural and the urban areas. Halotel, being a foreign-owned company in Tanzania, it operates in a political stable environment that supports its initiatives and investment in the telecommunication industry. Second is the environmental factors. So Halotel has taken further steps to move into the sustainability path by one is installing the solar power network towers in rural areas. So this helps to reduce the carbon emissions and lower the energy costs.
Tanzania's mobile market is relatively growing, but people's incomes remain constant. This means that customers are still price sensitive. Hence, Halotel, as they focus on price sensitive customers, offering services bundles. Let's look at the legal factors. Halotel must comply with the regulations set by the TCRA, which is the Tanzania Communication Regulatory Authority, responsible for regulating all the communication activities in Tanzania, which includes data protection laws and mobile money laws.
Let me take you through the social factors and the technological factors. One is increased urbanization, where there are more people moving to the urban areas, where the Halotel in itself made sophisticated grants and an increased use of more mobile phones. Then another thing is digital literacy. There's an increased appetite in use of mobile phones as more people need more knowledge, and as Tanzania is a growing country, so Halotel in itself improves its technology by the internet technology. Then there's mobile money dominance. As in Kenya, we have M-Pesa. So in Tanzania, Halotel has created T-Pesa, where there's more money transfer. Technological factors, smartphone penetration. As Tanzania is growing and Halotel in itself has created more smartphone devices in order for the citizens to be more informed, more technologically known across the world. So the internet speed in Tanzania is slower compared to Kenya. So Halotel in itself is expanding into a 4G light network platform where the Tanzanians will be having a faster and more reliable communication and searching of other things. And then this IOTA, Internet of Things, and artificial intelligence, where Halotel in itself is trying to improvise and improving its internet by adopting AIs.
Man apartment Kabariang niko jaba na kashata uko fulani uchunguloke ishaka kazi ya moyo si ni kusukuma damu though mapenzi confuse binadamu ananja sikuchocha flatami na romance enda skiza bad bunny na tihoma si ufukuza na makali nipate tu rotejo na magwangi jemedari. I feel so good, I don't know what come over me. Na kula chapati na sikati maji gode fati na kitanjari res kama res nimetres kina grace dress to impress and the best na mashades ready kufines nikiswitch story.